There once was a thief, feared all out the land. He stole from the rich, but didn't give to anyone. He was dashing, of course, as all good stories would go. But would you believe his greatest heist ended up going so fucking south? I was gonna make it into a Bard's Tale, but I don't know if this even fucking counts. You're up. Yeah, I couldn't help it. I was just looking out at the moon today. It's a shame that it's out at the same time as the sun. Bodes well, but also bad for us. Harder to get through the checkpoints, you know? You sure you wanted to escape, right? You don't want me to leave you somewhere or something like that? No, couldn't do that. If you did talk... No, it's a little late for trust issues. Hey kid, you okay? Here, take this. It's not much, but just in case we get into trouble. Yeah, better to protect yourself or at least learn how. I could teach you at least a little bit. Using a knife, using a rope. I'm skilled in things that aren't exactly what they'll teach you in whatever education you royals face. But one thing's for certain. I don't want to make your life hell, kid. I want you to be able to enjoy it. And if you really mean it, being free and all, then you're a kindred spirit to me. That by its fucking self makes me want to just see what happens next. You've already followed us this far, and well, just look at you. You fit in just right. Do you enjoy it? It's this whole escape from the norm. 'Cause your eyes tell me yes. But something else tells me you've got a lot on your fucking mind. So it's that. The old man was too much for you, huh? Mine wasn't exactly a bang-up job either. Hey, it's gonna be just fine. If you need comfort for that, you can always come over to my side of the bed. I didn't mean for us to share one. To be fucking honest with you, I would have preferred to have my own. But we didn't have enough for the road. Let's just say we were planning on having a bigger haul than this. I'm not complaining. I'm not. It's just hard as an outlaw, as a thief. You try every fucking thing you can to crawl out of the depths of everything. And you end up back in the slums. You end up thinking you got a way out. And it ends up being another trap hole. But you know what? Never was meant to be easy. So, what's your first taste of freedom like? I know it's not true freedom yet. We've still got to ditch these pursuers, and hopefully the Lord Commander doesn't come after us. Got a bad fucking history with him. Me slipping away, him trying to kill me. Let's just say I don't really want that. It gets old real quick. And judging by things, your dad seems like a pretty rich guy. Putting that aside though, those riches don't really matter. It's the thrill of trying to get them, you know? It might seem silly to you, but I live for the hunt. I live for the pursuit, the way my heart races when I'm in a place I shouldn't be. Doing something that requires intense skill, passion, and so much more. That's what makes me feel alive. What about you, kid? That simple, eh? Looking up at those stars. Yeah, I admit it. It does something to me most things wouldn't. Makes me feel alive. Makes me feel so happy. Or maybe it's you. Who fucking knows what's behind this feeling? I don't dig into the details. And some fucking times you just have to do that. You just have to go at it. With an open mind and an empty heart. Figure out what that adventure ends up taking you to. I heard some rumors that you might know where a secret treasure is. I'm kidding, but maybe we could find something. One of those fabled treasures you read in your fancy books. I didn't have those growing up. I had to write my own stories. But I think there's merit in both. Reading them, writing them, living them. It all leads to something more, doesn't it? I know this end might not be quite as amazing as the royal palace, but I have to wonder, does it feel nice not being watched? Not having anyone to tell you what needs to be done when? You don't have to worry, my lips are sealed. Now that we've dirtied you up a little, nobody's gonna think you're some kind of royalty, provided you don't give them a front row seat to inspection. But I've already got a workaround for that. You see, we're gonna head towards 2 checkpoints, but we're not gonna go through either. Those, they think they got everyone in a lock, but we'll be going down the road less trodden, through the forest of dreams. Don't let its name fool you, though. Looks like you know something about it, huh? Why don't you tell me, kid? Damn right. The only dreams you'll have there are dreams from the afterlife. The place is dangerous if you don't know it, but our hideout's in the middle, so I'm a little well acquainted. Don't worry, it's completely safe, as long as you don't take the wrong turn. Come on, trust me. You've gone this far with me. I know it was an unfortunate mix-up. We should have been walking away with lots of riches. King wouldn't have missed them. And, well, I don't know. Something just tells me to trust you. Trust my gut on things. You're right fucking now. All I can say is you've been more interesting than riches. And that's coming from a thief. The best thief there is. So, what's that got to say about you? Must be something special, right? I sure think so. What do you think, kid? You want to stick around with us? I wanted to give that option before. Letting you go, trusting you. Guess I've just been stabbed in the back too many times. I got a little worried about it, not gonna lie. But now that I got to know you, now that we've had a moment to figure things out, I trust you no matter what happens. Let's face it, kid. You're always meant to be in that castle, weren't you? And if I steal you away from that, can I really say I'm doing you a favor? Putting you into a life of crime? Some part of me just didn't think it was an option, you know? Then again, I was always impulsive and... Look, what I'm trying to say, kid, is you can do whatever you want. Whatever you want to do. I can't stop you, you know? Yeah, I suppose you could fucking kiss me too. Not too shabby, actually. You've got a good kiss for someone with such little experience. Let me guess. They were saving you to marry you off to some other kingdom, right? Well, sorry to throw a wrench in their plans. I'd rather have you as mine if it's all the same to you. Look at you. Going about things however you fucking want. Now if that isn't a royal after my own heart, that's what I fucking wanted from you. Honesty. I don't care if I'm a bastard. I don't care if I'm just an outlaw, commoner, son of a bitch who stole you. As long as I can be something to you. That's everything to me. Damn. Look at me spilling all this. You sure you don't have some kind of power? Some command over my heart? I can't imagine myself saying that for anyone else. Fuck. Makes me feel a little embarrassed that I did say it. Hey. Yeah. What you gonna do about it, huh? You sure you're happy here? You don't have to do anything. You realize I'm saying that, right? You could walk 10 feet that way and probably find guards to go and tell on me. If you wanted to, you could probably get revenge. I don't know. Some part of all this, I just think, all my mistakes. I don't want to give up, but if it means putting someone's life through the ringer, it doesn't deserve it. Yeah, I know how commoners view nobles. I know that when someone has what everyone wants, they get jealous. Those stupid people don't realize. It's not just about getting rich. It's freedom, too. You sacrifice your freedom for that life that you're born into. Just like they get theirs. They could end up anything. But instead, they choose to be jealous. How could they choose all the elements, but then they choose to be salty? It's ridiculous. They could be a scientific mind, a master mage, a brutal warrior, a mercenary that could take over the world, or even a king, a queen, anything. It's not about where you're born, kid. It's about what you do with your life once you get it. And I want to prove that to you. Not all scoundrels are worthless. Thugs who push their beliefs on others. Fuck that. I'm an eccentric thief. I know how to charm someone. I know exactly what I want in the world, and maybe it's you. What if it was? Would you put me out of my misery and tell me no? Or would you entertain the idea of us maybe throwing a wrench in that old stuffy royal family? Doing something fucking different. Before we go any further into this, I just wanted to tell you, you're not your parents. You're not their sins. You're not them. Nor you're their pawn. They may think they own you. That entitlement is fucked. And anytime they try and do that, you can bet you can call on me. Babe, you just need to know. Nothing I do is for any other reason than because I want to do it in that fair moment. That's when it all happens. That's when the magic happens. It's how I befriended a Death Knight and a Reaper. You wouldn't expect that from a common thief, right? But I did tell you, I'm a little more uncommon than you think. And I've got my fair share of nifty tools, favors in high and low places, as well as just a whole lot of attitude that won't quiet down anytime soon. I could show you in the tavern, but then we'd have to run that much faster. After I win too many card games, they think I'm cheating. Every single fucking time. In reality, I just put in the effort. An honest thief, yeah. It's an irony, isn't it? I put the effort to learn what I do. I put the effort to become a master. And for damn good reason. 'Cause without it, how would I ever have made it this far? I kid. I know how this must fucking seem. And I know it must not be easy for you. But trust me, if you want to. If you don't want to, I understand. I didn't exactly do anything to earn your trust. If anything, all I did was further the suspicions against me. But I'm serious. I want you to at least have a taste of freedom. If for no other reason than to make your own choice about your life. I don't want it to be all stuck up lack of freedom. Posh environment with no substance. Maybe I know a thing or two about that. It's a little personal, but I'm a runaway. Much like you, except minus the getting hauled away in a sack, thinking it was jewels and goblets. Instead, I ran away myself. I hated being cooped up. I hated it. I won't get into too much detail, but you and I, there's a lot to it. Seeing different perspectives in life, it's so important. Because then, if and when you decide to go back, you can make some changes. Where you didn't have the courage, the knowledge, the understanding before, it was all a mess. God, maybe I'm fucking talking for myself. There's a lot of things I don't like. Nobles and commoners alike. Everyone's got their faults. Everyone's got those terrible things about themselves. Yet here we are. Just waiting to see. Waiting to see what happens next, right? And yet still, I can't be silent about this. It's for good fucking reason. I went back once. Too soon. I'm not gonna talk about my own struggles with this. I just want you to know you're welcome. Yeah, that's fucking right, kid. You're welcome to come along with the people who snatched you up unintentionally. I still don't know how a reaper confuses gold and silver with a person sleeping, but I have to have a talk with that guy. Look, what I'm trying to say, I'm sorry for the trouble, but right now, you have an opportunity presented. Just like me. You can escape from that stuffy life if you want to, or you can go right back to it. You're not in any danger here, but I'm willing to stick my neck fucking out for you. So, kid, it's up to you. Where things go from here. What we do, or if there is even a we. Don't like the options? Then maybe you should just stick with me. I'm pretty good at leading people, even though I know there's only 2 of them, but hey, despite what they say, they don't owe me anything. It's more like they don't have a place to go, and they use excuses to stay here. And who fucking cares? Isn't that what friends are? People tied by fate. There's no way to stop each other, is there? Because so long as we're together here, well, I guess we're on the same team, right? Hey kid, you want to join my team? It's been a roundabout way of saying it, but I really like you. More than like. You remind me of myself, and couldn't bear to see you make the mistake I did of going back too soon. So how about this? Instead of making any big plans of running away forever, making any promises you can't keep or anything like that, why don't you stick around? See for maybe a month or something. Whenever you feel it's time to go back, you go back. And if you don't, well, then that's just how the fucking story goes. Hey, chin up. You don't have to make those big decisions. You're coming with me for now. Unless you say something right about now. Didn't think so. It's almost like you wanted all this to happen. Did you perchance hide in that coffer? On purpose? No, you couldn't have known that we were coming. Ah, so that was it. You weren't hiding from us. You were hiding from them. Trying to pull a scheme like me. Guess you're a royal after my own heart. Don't mind it, though. You're worth every single thought. Every single reminder of how I used to be. Fuck. You really are like me. A noble scoundrel deep down. I like it. And I like you. So, wanna head with me and see what happens if we just go home? Yeah, it can be your home too. At least for a time. If that's what you want. We've got a ragtag group, but it's lively. Even if there's just 4 of us now. It's fine. Consider yourself fucking lucky that you were kidnapped by someone who's a scoundrel who at least understands royalty or people too. If I didn't have my background, I don't want to know what kind of idiot I'd be. But I don't think I'd be an idiot. So without further ado, let's get a move on. We don't want to go in daytime. Even if the moon and sun are up at the same time, this twilight is better than nothing. We are thieves, babe. Thieves can't travel in broad daylight, not easily. Not without good circumstances. Come on, let's fucking go. Hey, you two. Time to wake up.
Is it that time already? Fine.
Never get enough sleep around here. Whatever, let's go.
Strange that you decided to stay. Are you sure this is your path? Or is he using dubious means again?
Jeez, have a little faith in me, would you? If I wanted to steal someone's heart, I'd have better ways than keeping them my captive or something. I suppose credit where credit is due. I wouldn't take you for that big of a scoundrel. Thanks, with friends like this, fuck. My confidence is just booming. You see this shit, kid? Yeah, they think just because you're my baby bird and following of your own free will for now, that I'm gonna somehow tie you up and put you back in the bag. I don't fucking get it. Every fucking time. Would it kill you to believe in me for once?
That's a pretty funny joke coming from you. Or did you forget how we met? How everything about this friendship is just...
Look, I'm not saying it's pretty. I'm sorry. I realized back then I couldn't do anything else. I had to try something. I know it's my fucking fault that you're a Death Knight, but it's... Well, I guess it's better than rotting in some grave somewhere. You're right. What you did was because we were stupid. We were going places we probably shouldn't have, and you took a chance. I'm glad it at least worked out that much. Though the whole undead thing is kind of annoying, you know? Yeah. Not even an apology for me. Huh. Bold of you. Come on, don't get me like that. You're bird brain if you think that I cheated you out of a contract. It was the real deal. You've got my soul.
And what soul, pray tell, is this?
What? It's the closest thing I got to one.
You.
Well, fine.
I was outsmarted fair and square. But it doesn't make it any better. You will pay for this someday. I hope you're aware.
I've got more sins than I care to remember. But fuck it. Why not? What's stopping me, huh? Maybe there's no salvation for a fucker like me. But all the more reason for me to live it out. Live every day like it's my last. And then you can have my soul when it's done.
That attitude of yours. You have some nerve. But I'm glad you do. Or it'd be boring, like it was before you summoned me.
Don't tell me that's a tinge of appreciation or something. Fuck, never thought I'd see the day.
Interpret it as you like. It does not matter now. Your fate is sealed, as is mine. Now lead the way.
See, deep down, both of these fuckers like me. And I think deep down you like me too. So, you ready to go, kid? I thought so. Get your ass over here. That's it. See, found your place right here. Let's face it, you like it in my arms, don't you? Enjoying it? Well, stay still. For fucking now, this is where things get complicated. Because none of us look normal, a wanted criminal, a death knight, a reaper, we've got to get out of here without anyone seeing our faces. Because we've got quite the reputation, if I do fucking say so myself. Don't worry though, bards don't sing tales of it or anything. That's why I was thinking of one, to give them an idea. Let's just say, all my fucking ideas, baby bird. Definitely not the best for our well-being, but you can bet any fucking thing you want. that they're the most classy. Makes for a good story. If I want nothing else in this life, it's to live every day like I'm in a story. I want every page, when I'm all done, when I'm wrinkly and old, I want to finally be able to write it all down. Make a book that outlasts even the gods. That's what I'm thinking. Something as timeless and as old as time itself. I want it to be something that someday people can look back on and say, hey, that fucker lived a life I wish I did. That's right, I want them to be envious of every up and down of my life. That's it, kid. If it's not that, then what would be the point to going through all this hardship? Going through ups and downs and all around. That'd be nothing. If not us. This moment. Every single breath better fucking mean something, right? And if it doesn't, then I find out the hard way. By trusting that it does. Fate can't confine me. And I'll make my own damn fate. Looks like I swept you into mine. But I think you've got your own strings. Not strings attached, kid. Strings that you need to figure out. What fate do you want for yourself? What do you want to do, huh? There must have been something. Yeah. A fine dream. If I do say so myself. But the only way you reach all that is if you keep going. Keep pushing forward. And you find what's over every hill. Every bend of the trail. Now, welcome home. Bet you thought it would take a while, right? After I hyped up the journey through the, forest. I forgot to mention the whole time we could have used the Reaper's portal and been there instantly. But then we would have missed that time at the inn, and half the fun of a journey is actually going down those dirty trails, breathing in that air after a fresh rain, or seeing the moonlight out the window of an inn in a place or town you can't even remember the name. That's right, kid. We're a bit of a big deal around here. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to get your hopes up that we're something more than just 3 fellows on the road, trying to figure out something. You see, it'd be no fun if I used the powers of a Reaper, a Death Knight. I don't want to use them, they're my friends. That's why, right now, it was just to avoid a mishap. We wouldn't be the slipperiest thieves in the world if we didn't have a few tricks up our sleeve, would we? Now, hear me out before you get angry. I could send you back to the castle right now, and I neglected to say that because I was hoping to have a selfish fucking request. You want to stay with us for a while, or now that the cat's out of the bag, I guess it's up to you. You do what you fucking want. You walk through this door, or you ask Toko over there to take you home. One way or the other. It was nice meeting you, kid. Nice having you in my arms, and damn, you might be my first love. Never thought I'd fall in love since I promised someone a long time ago I wouldn't fall in love. Guess I'm prone to breaking promises. I would understand if you didn't want to stay here. But just on the off chance that you do, I can't wait to see the adventure we're gonna have. Because I just brought home this. It was a consolation prize of the whole, well, mishap of stealing you instead of the treasure. This right here is a treasure map. Not just an ordinary one, no. It's a treasure map to one of the biggest treasures in all of history, hidden by the gods themselves. And they say this treasure is in the far north, where it gets so cold you could blink and freeze into a block of ice. No, it may seem like that, but I promise I'm not baiting you or anything. I just wanna give you one last offer, just in case it changes your mind. Now, before you go fucking asking me how I know it's legit, I have some pretty fucking good sources. You know the Lord Commander? Yeah. He may have been the one I stole this from. He was talking directly to the gods, and everybody knows he's their main apostle. That guy can't keep a secret to save his life, though. So, word got out one way or the other. Maybe someone betrayed him, or maybe I've just got connections. Better connections than anyone. Hey, look at me, kid. You in or out? That's all I want to know. I'm kidding. You don't have to make that decision. At least come see the place. See if you like it. Though I can't promise a scoundrel like me will just watch. You might see me embracing you, giving you another kiss, or... Oops. Guess I fucking lost myself, baby bird. Little hummingbird like you. You made my dreams come true once before. And I want to see if lightning strikes twice. If you're really the one that can captivate me, will you consider staying just for me? Guess I'll take that as a yes. Well, if you insist, let's just see how fucked up this life will be. I think it'll be something special, personally. If we're both willing to go so far, isn't the stars the limit on where love could take us? Life and adventure. I don't fucking know that much, but what I do, I like to learn more. I think you might be the thing I want to learn the most about. So what you say, baby bird? Hey, just look at you. You know you can fall asleep in my arms if you want. It wasn't just a one-time thing or anything super fucking official. All I want is you, baby. I couldn't fucking ask for anything else. 'Cause I've been a greedy bastard all my life, but there's certain things that shouldn't be even questioned. That's you and I. This moment, the fact that we still got wind in our lungs. That's good enough for me. And I hope somehow it'll be good enough for you too. Look at you. So damn cute. So cute, you could easily kill me right now. And I'd probably let you get away with it, you know? But I think more than that, I'd rather you kiss me, if it's all the same to you.